A frame story depicting the darkest movie pitch in history surfaces in our next review. Hello to everyone watching and welcome back once again to the YouTube channels We Live Film and Real Screen Reviews. I am movie critic Nick Iacobucci, and our next film review is Movie 43. This extremely rated R comedy opened on Friday, January 25th, 2013, and it stars everyone from Hugh Jackman to Kate Winslet. This film comes to us from a dozen different directors, among them Elizabeth Banks, Griffin Dunne, and Peter Farrelly. Okay, with Movie 43, you can't get a more simpler or basic plotline. This involves a desperate man pitching a comedy to a movie executive and refusing to take no for an answer, and because of this premise, the filmmakers get to utilize a frame story and mash together many short films. He's basically describing all of these scenes for a feature film. Now, all of these shorts combine to make up the biggest star-studded 90 minutes of debauchery ever assembled in the history of cinema. Well, people, the premise of the movie pitch gives the movie 43 the liberty to go everywhere, and they make the most of that. They give us jokes delivered with shock and awe, comedic bliss, and many of these jokes do not hit below the belt, they hit below the... Well, actually, I don't know where they hit below, but it's down there much lower than the belt line. When I saw the original Scary Movie, I caught myself saying the words, "Oh my God," as much as I was laughing, and Movie 43 had the "Oh my God" responses, but just not nearly as many as the laughs. Now, don't get me wrong, because I did laugh during this film. I actually belly laughed a few times, and the jokes in this film don't just push the envelope, they actually incinerate the envelope. However, this is not like Airplane, The Naked Gun, or even like the original Scary Movie where there were constant jokes or consistent laughs. Movie 43 only delivers the laughs here and there. Now, I'm sure that most can infer from the trailer just how raunchy this movie is, but just in case you didn't, I'm going to reinforce the point. If you are easily offended, then do not go see this movie. Movie 43 doesn't depict as much as I would say as it glorifies sexist behavior, racist actions, raunchy language, and basically anything that will offend anyone. Everything from penises to vaginas are up for grabs, literally, and defecation, bullying parents, and handicapped children will be the punchlines in this feature. If you are a sensitive person, avoid this film pretty much at all costs. Now, the only reason that this movie did not end up in a landfill is most definitely because of the cast. I mean, I understand that no one is in it for very long, but the collection of names is actually quite impressive. Richard Gere, Hugh Jackman, Seth MacFarlane, Dennis Quaid, Greg Kinnear, Halle Berry, Gerard Butler, and many more appear in this movie. These names add weight to both the ad campaign of the feature and the movie's poster. These are also big stars that you rarely get to see act like this, and let's just say that you get to see them in definitely a new light. If this film had starred a bunch of nobodies, it would have went straight to DVD, absolutely, and I still can't figure out how all of these people got to contribute or why they would even want to contribute to this project. Now, I will say that this film does lack as a comedy and as a film itself, but I did laugh from time to time, and I'd be lying if I said otherwise. The entire sketch that involved Terrence Howard as a basketball coach was laugh out loud funny, and the new music player known as the iBabe was also pretty humorous. I really got a good chuckle out of Gerard Butler's 2-foot performance as a leprechaun, and Batman, Robin, and Wonder Woman had me in stitches for their 5-minute skit. There was also a funny episode involving Emma Stone and a grocery store, and in this feature, Naomi Watts and Liev Schreiber give new meaning to homeschooling. At right around an hour and a half, Movie 43 couldn't be any longer because there are only so many people in the world to offend, and I think that they got to all of them eventually. Actually, this movie could easily get under the skin of many people just with its actions and dialogue. The film is intentionally disgusting, it's deliberately offensive, it's willfully insulting, and runs the risk of alienating ticket buyers with the film itself. Me, I can tolerate quite a bit, and I wasn't really put out by this film in the least, but it's just shocking most of the time and not funny most of the time. That's why Nick's Real Screen Review is a very weak 1 1/2 stars out of 4, and that's for the comedy ensemble known as Movie 43. Well, I'm afraid that's all the time that I have today, and thank you for stopping by. If you have enjoyed this review, please click like below and give me a thumbs up, or subscribe to either or both We Live Film or Real Screen Reviews if you haven't yet already. I'm sure that I'll be returning soon enough with more movie and trailer reviews, and until then, remember people, this is Nick Iacobucci saying, I'm not always right, but only when it comes to the movies, and thank you for your attention.